finally it's done and he's in the building. Met with some of the people at Lennoxtown today.
Who's that?
That's the one and only Michael Nicholson.
The lesser spotted Michael Nicholson was there to greet him with a big hug.
Wow.
And listen, it'll be interesting tomorrow when he gets put up to meet the media if Michael Nicholson will start sitting next to him. I don't see how you can just plant the guy in a seat on his own without saying this is our new manager, this is why we appointed him, etc. Is he going to face questions? It's going to be interesting because he's not faced any questions for a very, very long time. So that's a big question for tomorrow. I mean, also Martin Neal get put in the interim charge. He appeared on his own. He just planted himself in front of with Sean Maloney.
That's right.
In front of the media. So I don't think you can do that with a new manager. I think you've got to have the CEO or chairman or both sitting either side and saying this is our guy and this is why we appointed him. Here's the vision for the next short, medium, long term. So this will be intriguing to see if this happens. Because these guys have not faced the media for I can't remember the last time. Perhaps when Brendan Rodgers was appointed.
Rodgers was unveiled, eh?
Yeah, that was it. But I think you'll find the chances are if Michael Nicholson has broken cover to be in front of the cameras, to give Wilfried Nancy a big hug, getting out of the car and all that, what's the chances of him making an appearance 2 days in the drop, Mick?
Well,
I actually think there's more chance that he will just do exactly that and just on you go, Wilfried. PR guy will walk him in and that'll be that.
But that would be the optics of that. I think look terrible. I know it's a kind of fraught time. I know there's a lot of tension between fans and board. This is an ideal chance. It's meant to be a happy occasion and a chance to kind of actually speak and address the Celtic nation, as it were. But I think you're right, Keith. I don't think it's going to happen. But it'll be interesting. I think it should happen. But
I think it should as well.
I think it's part of your job to do that. I think
exactly.
It's a front-facing position, as they say in kind of in market and business terms. So you have to face up and front up.
Is days like tomorrow not why he's paid $850,000 a year?
Well,
yeah. Well, listen, I think there's more chance that obviously the Celtic internal media team was all over Lennoxtown today. I think there's more chance that you'll find that Michael Nicholson will have sat down with one of these guys and done, an internal TV. So he's not really challenged. He gets to say what he wants to say. He then can say, well, I have fronted it up. I just don't know if he's shown no signs of wanting to front anything up and put himself in a hostile environment. So I'd be surprised if he... And Mick's right, this should be, a good news day. We've got a guy, we're delighted, this is the future. Take ownership of it, get in front of it and say, call for unity, whatever it is that you want to do. I might be entirely wrong, maybe he'll surprise us all, maybe he will turn up, but nothing about his MO to date suggests that that's what he's got in mind, Mick.
I don't think he should be thinking of it as a negative. I think it should be a positive for him. That's not. I can't say I know him that well, but having known him, I've spoken to him a good few times, even personally. He's a decent guy. He means the best for Celtic all the time. I know that it's a bit of a bad rap from the fans, and he actually can do it. He's done it at AGMs and he's done it before. He's a smart guy. Doesn't like being in the spotlight, but he can't really avoid it in that role.
As the CEO,
I think it's a big chance for him to be get out front. Be proactive. Listen, if you need to hold your hands up and say, listen, and try and mend fences, this is a great chance to do that. I think if it was myself advising him, I would be saying, go and tackle this. I might get some awkward questions. Listen, those guys will ask some awkward questions, but you're a smart guy, you can answer them.
Yeah.
And he's what he is. I think he's a pretty genuine guy, Michael Nicholson. I think he'll be as honest as he could be in that situation. I think it's a chance for him to actually and I think one of the things that this the famous Ross Desmond right, he said that accused some section of fans of dehumanising the board members. And by the way, I kind of get that these effigies and all that and banners, they do take away the human element. These guys are human beings. They live in the city, a lot of them. So it is dehumanising, but you need to be a human being to be dehumanised. So people don't know what Michael Nicholson is and what he stands for, what he's like, his personality. This is a wee chance for him to go and show what he's about. I think it should be grasped rather than hidden from. But again, I suspect you're right, Keith. I suspect it will be, he might sit down and say, here's a new manager. We think he's a great guy, number one candidate. We're going to support him in January. But I'm not going to be taking any questions. So all about him today, I'm off and he'll dodge. I suspect that's what might happen. But if he does that, it's an opportunity lost. This is the big chance for the olive branch. This is the first steps towards some sort of reconciliation. Yeah, I think we should go and grasp it.
Yeah, I agree, Mick, but I'll be surprised.
Yes.
Completely agree as well. When it comes to matters on the pitch, we've got comments coming in already. And again, if you want to get involved, please do so. Derek says, from Rangers' perspective, I'm hoping Nancy is the Russell Martin moment. Will says, though, I also think cup final in a week, pole position in the league, the 94 bet for a treble under Nancy wouldn't be the worst bet ever, assuming there is a sizable transfer budget in January. I think this is one of the most intriguing managerial appointments, and as long as I can remember it, I really have got no idea how this is going to go, Keith.
But that's it. That's what makes it so intriguing. It's impossible to know with any certainty. You've got a guy that's got a very good reputation from what he's done in the States. He's got set ideas about what he wants from his football team. There's an element of out the box thinking. There's a lot of things to be excited about. But the flip side of that coin is there's a lot of imponderables. There's a lot of things that we just don't know yet. And I keep going back to it, Daniel. The biggest of all those factors is, how does he adapt to life in Glasgow? This isn't like other places. It's just not. Some people flourish in it, and some people wilt in it. I've seen guys come in here with great coaching CVs and their head has blown up. Just because the intensity, the pressure, the strain, the reaction to bad results, it's not like any other place, simply because the scale of the overreaction to a setback. In Columbus Crew, yep, you can draw a game. It's not the end of the world. They'll still have a picnic in the car park afterwards and a couple of Budweisers. Nobody's all that bored about it. This is a different environment. And unfortunately for him a little bit, because Martin O'Neill has done such an incredible job in the interim period, he's got a high bar set for him already. So he's going to have to come in and convince people from the get-go that this isn't a mistake, a retrograde step, that they shouldn't have kept hold of Martin O'Neill. As I said previously, Dan, if Martin O'Neill had been winning one, losing one, drawing one, winning one, then it's a little bit easier for Wilfried Nancy to step in at that point. But the fact that Martin O'Neill just went in there and churned out win after win after win, and because for one simple reason for me, well, one, he's a really clever, experienced guy, but he totally gets the football club. He totally understands the demands of Celtic and the demands of the city. And people coming into this environment for the first time can sometimes be shocked by it. So that's going to be interesting. What I would say is, he looked like a cool big guy, didn't he? Coming out, he carries himself quite well. He looks as if he's got a little bit of swagger, and you'll need that in this place. So that's interesting. But I remember when Rangers appointed Philippe Clement, and I was thinking, I'm not sure you're cut out for this. And there's been various other examples down the years of guys that have come in, Ronnie Dial at Celtic, Pedro Caixinha, and you just kind of take an early look at them and you think, you've just walked into the wrong movie, pal. I'm not saying that that's going to be the case with Wilfried Nancy. What I'm saying is that he's going to have to prove very quickly to bring the fans with him that he's not a downgrade on the 73-year-old guy that's just left the interim position. And that adds that little bit more pressure.